morning and welcome to EPCOT. Today we're back here to take care of a little bit of unfinished business. Last time when I was here for the opening day of Food and Wine, I got the Remy's Hide and Squeak map, but I completely forgot to do it. There was just so much other stuff going on that I wanted to get to. It just completely slipped my mind. So today I'm back with my map and we're gonna do this. I'm already headed around World Showcase. First stop is Mexico. Let's see if we can find Remy in all of these pavilions and hopefully get our reward for completing the Hide and Squeak. Right here outside La Cantina, we're off to a good start already. There's Remy, and it looks like he's holding the squash. All right, well that's one done already, off to a good start. There's the Remy for China. He's up on top of the food booth, holding a pepper grinder. Here's another little hint too. It says on the back of the map that if you want to complete it, great, but you don't actually have to. So you can just go back or even pick up the cup, which is this year's prize, as you buy the map. So you don't even actually have to do it. But it is fun to get out here and try to find all these Remy statues, and it gives you an excuse to explore all the pavilions a little bit more than you might otherwise. And over here at the India booth, we've got Remy up there with some garlic. And then over at the Kenya booth, we've got Remy with some maybe balsamic vinegar. Still a little bit early in the day, but it is not crowded at all out here. It is very nice. Nice little morning stroll around World Showcase. I'm always up for that. So this one took a little more searching. He's hiding up there with some oil. Definitely not Remy. And in Italy, he is all the way back at the back on top of Via Napoli. I just can't get over how low the crowds are right now. I mean, it's going on 11 o'clock and still just very peaceful around World Showcase. I'm sure as the day goes on, I mean, it's a Monday, but I'm sure as the day goes on, the crowds will build a little bit, but right now, man, just really enjoying this. I also want to share some more unfinished business a little bit later, so we'll get on the monorail and see if we can spot any new updates for the Moana Journey of Water that they're putting in behind Spaceship Earth. I've seen some stuff online that's been coming along a little bit, so I want to go over there and take a look and see what we can spot. And over at the hops and barley booth in the America Pavilion, Remy is right there on top of hops and barley with some bell peppers. The Remy in Japan, he's on the rock in the little waterfall here, and he's got some zucchini. Just how beautiful is this area back here too? Little bamboo garden, little waterfall, this bridge. It's gorgeous. And over next to the Tangerine Cafe, Remy is right up there with a salt shaker. And over in Brazil, he is right on top of the booth with some red onions. And over in France, we already know where he is in France. It's the only one we found last time. And I feel like the only reason we found him is because he's, so far, the only one on the ground. He's easier to spot. These other ones have been up high on a building or something like that, and they've been a little bit more difficult. So we'll grab Remy here in France and keep working our way around. There he is with his eggplant. I feel like by the time I work my way around and find the rest of these stickers, these Remys, that it'll be time for lunch, so I'm keeping an eye out for any the other menu items that I didn't try last time to see what might sound good for lunch this time. I love this view over at the Canada Pavilion with the waterfall and a nice little walkway down there. So relaxing back here. Look at this. Have you ever seen anything like this? Middle of the day. Like 2 people in the Canada Pavilion, and I'm one of them. So we only have 4 more stamps for our hide and squeak scavenger hunt left. So let's find those real quick and grab some lunch and make our way over to some of the rides on the other side of the park this time. Nemo, Figment, maybe the Land and Soarin' also. And all the way down at the bottom of the Canada Pavilion, on top of the Appleseed Orchard sign, there's Remy with his pan. I think Canada might have one of the most beautiful pavilions. Look at this garden here, a little pond, and this rock work in the back is so nice. Also over here in Canada, outside of the store they have up the stairs, is Remy, the little piece of bread. We're getting close. The crowds didn't stay away for too long, but still, beautiful day out. On top of the Australia booth, there's Remy there with some herbs. And finishing up at Earth Eats, quite literally brings us full circle. There's Remy with a carrot there. And at the Earth Eats booth, they have an Impossible Burger slider and Impossible Meatball. And I'm kind of interested in that Impossible Meatball, so I think since we're here, we might give that a try. This is the Impossible Meatball with herbed polenta, rustic puttanesca sauce, and basil pesto. So this Impossible Meatball, it looks really good. It smells really good. This puttanesca sauce and this polenta, a couple of my favorites. Let's give this a try here. It's good, you know, it's the flavor is really good, but something about the sauce, the tomatoes, the mushrooms, it almost makes it taste like store-bought, like canned spaghetti sauce almost. The meatball itself is really good. It's got a good texture for like Impossible meat, if you've ever had that, or like Beyond Meat, plant-based meat. Yeah, I'm not mad at the texture at all. And the flavors are good. They just, you know, like I said, maybe taste a little bit store-bought. I also got the strawberry freeze they have there. We'll mix that up a little bit. The drink's good. The paper straw is awful. I'd be willing to give the Impossible Burger a shot. I think that it has a better chance of having more of a normal kind of flavor. This meatball was good. It's not something I can recommend, but if you're on a plant-based diet, or you just want to try something new, haven't had the Impossible meat or the Beyond Meat, it's definitely worth a shot. But I've had much better stuff at the festival, and quite honestly, I've had much better Impossible meat in other restaurants. But whatever you do, stay away from these paper straws. I don't know if it's just this slushy drink, or I mean, I've had other paper straws that have been fine, but in this, it's making it almost impossible to drink, and maybe that's why it's at the Impossible stand. I don't know, but I'm gonna have to wait for this to melt a little bit and just drink it out of the cup. But the good news is that now we've completed our hide and squeak. We'll run back over to Port of Entry, get our cup, and maybe go get on a couple rides. And just like that, we've transformed our map into a cup with Figment on it. It almost has like a 3D effect to it. I don't know how well that's gonna come through, but he's got some stuff he's cooking up there. He looks so happy. Yeah, not bad. It's a cute little cup. On the way over, I had to stop at the bottle filling station over here, fill it up, make sure it works, you know? Yeah, works like a cup. Journey into Imagination with Figment shows it's a 25-minute wait, and I believe it by the size of that crowd outside, so I will not be waiting in line for that. We'll come back a little bit later and see if it's calmed down a little bit. If I'm gonna wait 25 minutes for something, it's going to be the land because it's inside, and I like it a little bit better. So we'll walk over there, see what the wait is for that ride, and hopefully get on that one. Yeah, this one says 25 also, so we'll get in line and we'll see.
And while this arid landscape may seem lifeless, it is very much alive. This land, even the hooves of the mighty buffalo helped create the rich soil that would one day become home to the American farm. Of all the forces at work on the land, humans have had one of the most profound effects. The need to produce food for a growing world led to the enormous use and sometimes overuse of the land.
In the farmlands across America, we're learning that by plowing under vegetation containing natural fertilizers, we can enrich the soil without the use of chemicals.
Are exploring innovative ways to produce bountiful harvests now and into the future. The tropics are home to the greatest diversity of plants on the planet. Many of these, like papaya, bananas, cacao, coffee, and rice, are well known around the world. One day, many of these lesser-known tropical plants may be as important as the bananas growing on both sides of the boat. More than bass and catfish, like the ones you see here, are three of the more popular crops raised by fish farmers. Just nearly 5,000 pounds of fish each year to serve in restaurants around Walt Disney World. While there are more than 50,000 edible plant species in the world, most of us are only familiar with the handful that make up our everyday diet. The common grains growing here, wheat, maize, sorghum, and millet, plus rice, account for nearly 2/3 of our global food consumption. Learning how to increase yields of these staples is an important goal of research around the world. Water and nutrients. With it, we can produce over 27,000 heads of lettuce a year in this one small area. Prepared by nature, like these fruit and vegetable trees. By growing these ground plants vertically, we can increase yields and better control diseases. Growing methods. That saves water and increases production. The aquaponics system on your left combines hydroponics with aquaculture. The fish provide a natural source of fertilizer for the plants, and the plants help keep the water clean for the fish. It's another great way to produce more while using less.
I love riding the land. It's always been one of my favorites. I was gonna go over and try to ride Nemo now, but it says 25 minutes also. Figment's still 25 minutes. It looks like Spaceship Earth is down, and Soarin' was down when I walked out of the land. So it doesn't look like EPCOT is having the best day. I don't know if some of the rides are just running slow or if the crowds have picked up since this morning or what, but so what I think I'll do now is head up towards Spaceship Earth, check if that's back open, and if it is, maybe give it a ride, but if not, I'll go ahead and hit the monorail so we can maybe see over some of these construction walls and see what they've got going on with the journey of water. You can kind of see coming over the top of some of these scrims, there's some rock work going up and some scaffolding. So they're hard at work back there. Let's jump on the monorail and see if we can't get a better view of it. Looks like that the line for Spaceship Earth might be backed all the way up over to the restrooms here. And like they've got some new construction barriers up just to the right of Spaceship Earth, which is kind of forcing everybody this way. Not the best design, but I guess they're working with limited space at the moment. Yeah, here are these new construction walls. And yeah, the line is just wrapped all the way around. I think I'll be skipping that one for now. Check this out. I don't know if I've seen these. This Harmonious Spirit jersey here. That's pretty cool. It's got Harmonious in all the different languages. It's like sparkly. Really, really cool. And then this mug here, Harmonious mug. I love that. I love all the colors. They've got all the different sections in the show represented there. On the front of the Spirit jersey, they've got the EPCOT logo. I like that. And what looks like a new Figment magic band. It's got different colored kind of EPCOT logos there on the bottom, and Figment, or on the top, and then Figment on the bottom. Since 2002, Journey into Imagination. This jacket here with the new naming of the lands there on the front. Jacket's $59.99.
No, that is way too big.
It's blank on the back.
Maybe after. Maybe later. Oh, you called?
And then this Corksicle mug. Different kind of colored design on there. That one's really cool too. And I love the slide top. It's $39.99. They also have this style with like the Spaceship Earth, but it's all colorful for $19.99. And then this like Mickey ears EPCOT shirt. It's got different like characters in there. I see the EPCOT logo, Mickey, Figment, the seas, the land. Really cool stuff there. As you can see, a lot going over there behind Spaceship Earth. There are construction vehicles everywhere. They've got a lot of the underlying structure of the rock work done already, which is really, really cool to see. And as they get more and more, I'm sure we'll be able to see more from inside the park up behind those construction walls. So now we're back in the park. I think we're gonna take another little lap around, see what the ride time waits are, and maybe grab another little snack from World Showcase. Doesn't look like the wait times have gotten too much better. Spaceship Earth is now 45 minutes, but Nemo is only 20 minutes. So I think we'll make our way back around that way. And if it holds up to 20, we'll maybe hop on that one. Something I just noticed also, because of all these construction walls right here, the restrooms that are kind of in between the seas and the land are now inaccessible. They've got those blocked off. So the closest restrooms would either be in the land or in the seas. Just something to note in case you need a little restroom break and you're over on this side of EPCOT.
Oh, don't worry. Just keep your eyes open for him along the way.
That's why I'm trying to find.
Find who?
Oh. Nemo! Where are you, Nemo?
Who's Nemo?
He's my son. You know that.
I do.
We went on a huge adventure together.
He's orange with white stripes and
Jellyfish! And the next one, jellyfish!
all right, Mr. Smarty Pants.
Stop playing games!
Games? I love games. Ooh, I'm thinking of something.
You're not helping!
Neener, neener, neener. Yeah, too fast for you.
Stop fooling around!
Say good day to your old pal Bruce. More salt, mate. Fish are friends for food. You're a butter kid. Kiss offspring. Awesome.
So many creatures swimming around the sea.
Right you are, Igor.
What's this? All of them are out there for me.
Journey into Imagination, while I do love that ride, it's still 25 minutes. I just can't bring myself to wait that long for that ride. Yeah, it is much busier now here over in World Showcase than it was even up toward the front of the park. But it makes sense, it's lunchtime and people are coming to enjoy all the good stuff for Food and Wine Festival. I'm gonna make my way over to the Ireland booth. There's a cake over there that everybody's been saying is really, really good and I can't wait to give that a try. And then I don't know if I'm gonna be able to pull myself out of here without riding the Grand Fiesta Tour over in Mexico. So we'll see, we'll give it a shot and see how far we get. Now we're in business. This is the warm chocolate pudding cake with Irish cream liqueur custard from Ireland. It looks so good. Cut into that, get a bite of that nice chocolate cake with some of that custard on there. Okay, yeah, that's really good. It's dense, almost like a brownie, but then it kind of has like that almost molten center, like a lava cake. Very, very chocolatey. I'm not getting a whole lot of the Irish cream flavor in the topping here, but it is really good. It just adds a little bit of creaminess and breaks the super intense chocolate flavor just a little bit. Really good. I also got the Bunratty Mead honey wine. It's really dark. Let's give this a try. Ooh, that's really sweet. I was expecting something more like along the lines of a cider, but it is just a wine, and it's almost like a dessert wine. It's really, really sweet and almost syrupy. Sweet is all I can say about that one. Over at Joffrey's by the Ireland booth, they have the Arctic Sunrise, which is a cool citrus treat featuring passion fruit over ice and coconut syrup. And I'm definitely giving that a try. Yeah, passion fruit and coconut right up my alley. So we'll give this a try. Yeah, that's really good. Better than that honey wine, which was just so sweet and syrupy it was hard to even enjoy. This is what I was looking for. Well, I decided against Grand Fiesta Tour. The wait times are just a little bit more than I'm willing to wait for right now. So I think that's gonna do it for us today at EPCOT, and we'll be back, more food and wine stuff to take care of, but we had a great day. We finally finished the Remy's Hide and Squeak maze. We got our cup. We got to go check out the monorail track to see what they were doing over there with Journey of Water, and we ended up riding a couple rides in the meantime and got a couple good food items as well. So if you liked this video, give it a thumbs up, click subscribe if you haven't. My name's Travis. We'll see you on the next video. Bye.